always ask, right, is if you could take a pill that would make you thin, would you take it? Of course I bleeding well would. I like to take a pill that made me 6 stone. Then I could eat me way back up to 10. What a bloody brilliant weekend that'd be, wouldn't it? Now, I realise I'm also a bit of a fashion icon, and if any of the women here are wondering where I got this delightful outfit from, it was out of a skip in Anne Widdecombe's garden. Rich pickings there for the fat ladies. I know I come across as quite sporty, but actually I don't really go to the gym very often. Ever. And I woke up in the middle of the night recently in a cold sweat thinking, Christ, I haven't done any exercise since I was 2. So I went up to see my GP. He said, is it too late for me as a fat middle-aged woman? He went, no, it's never too late. Just start slowly. Just do something a couple of times a week that gets you slightly out of breath. So I started smoking again. And, you know what? I feel great. I thought, I've got to do some exercise. Swimming's a good one, isn't it? Because if you're a fat person, only your head pokes out of the water. It's great. So I was up and down the pool, got really peckish, but it was all right, because I had a nibble on the floats. So I thought, well, I am so bad at acting that I'd better have some acting lessons, and that is a nightmare. Has anyone ever done drama here? It's so humiliating. Well, I was in this class, right, me, 400 years old, you know, lots of very keen students. And the teacher said, right, first of all, we're just going to try kind of being some things. I was like, oh, fuck's sake, when's tea break? She said, right, first of all, I want you to be a tree. So I was like this. She said, what sort of tree are you? One that's been struck by lightning. And then she said, and now we're going to try something else. I want you all to be a Japanese drink. So I said to her, are you being sake? It was the school holidays recently, which basically means if you're a mother and you've got children, you are a children's entertainer for 6 weeks and you feel mentally ill after about a week. Because every day you have to think of something for your child to do. Because in my day, we would just let run in the woods for 6 weeks with a bit of bread and a dirty cup of water. And my mum would go, don't come back till it's dark. You can't do that now because they ring Childline. So you have to think of entertaining things for them to do. So we took them to visit my dad because that's always quite entertaining. Because my dad, he just is an entertaining person without realising. You know, when I started doing comedy, he said to me, what do you wear when you go on stage? And I went, well, I just wear what I normally wear. And he said, don't you wear a hat? That's a bit of a fucking weird thing to say, isn't it? And, you know, bless my dad, a few years ago, well, more than a few years ago, he had quite a bad stroke and he had to give up work, so he couldn't afford his house, so he moved into a caravan. And, you know, I'd been doing comedy for quite a long time. I could have afforded a nice flat for him, really, but he wouldn't let me go out when I was 16, so bollocks to him. Hold a grudge, that's my motto. Now, I've been trying to work out whether you're a posh audience or not. Are you posh? You're not really, are you? Because I can usually work it out. When I was on tour a few years ago, I used to take this thing round with me called a wife leader, which was like a woven stick with an elasticated end that they used to use 300 or 400 years ago. Some of the men are thinking, oh, can I get one of them in Asda? Yeah, but you can, guys. And what I used to do is hold it up and try and get the audience to guess what it was. And I was in Cambridge one night, very posh audience, held up my little wife leader, and I kid you not, I said, do you know what this is? And when a woman in the front row went, is it a cassava juice extractor? I don't even know what a bleeding cassava is. Following night, I was in Warrington, held up my little wife leader, said, does anyone know what this is? And a bloke at the back went, fat bird with a stick. Thank you from me. Nice to see you. Take care. Good night.